Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody this beautiful Monday morning? We had some cool weather this weekend. It was amazing, right? So I wanted to stick with Earth Warriors, and so I didn't change the card. I just left the same card from last week. A beautiful place. And I'm gonna read to you from the book because it's pretty awesome. Emaru is a term used by the First Peoples of Australia to express the concept of paradise. In Aboriginal culture, there is said to be song lines that follow the sacred pathways. Each song line conveys a particular story, and through its song and the language and interpretation of the story shared in each song line is complete. It takes the contribution of many varied groups for the assembling of song lines into a coherent whole to be possible. The song lines can only be understood in their entirety by the individual if that person spoke all the languages and understood all the cultural nuances encoded in the length of the song line. The wisdom of song lines can be instructive. The ones who are passionate about creating paradise for all earth, no one person can accomplish this on their own. We must work together, educating, encouraging, and inspiring each other, not only on a personal but a spiritual level, and with intelligent connection that allows for interdisciplinary and intercultural conversations. In this, then, we can follow the sacred pathways of Earth. We can work to manifest a human culture that enhances and expresses the divine wisdom and beauty of Mother Earth. We each do our part together. We need to be inspiring individuals who will engage with each other for our better and more beautiful world to continue to be birthed. The cool part about that is I am one of those people that I feel and hear music in electricity, in vibration. And one of the reasons that I loved music as a child, I studied classical music for, 8 years. It was pretty good. Is that it brought into harmony vibrations that I could feel that were discordant. It was, my parents were like, you have perfect pitch, and my music teachers were like, you should be a concert pianist or a concert musician or whatever, right? No, I just needed to bring harmony to the discordant sound around me. Make sense of that vibration, make sense of that song. And there was a time in my life where I would dream songs in music sheets. In my dream, I would see a music score in my dream, and I could hear it in the notes that I was seeing. And that when I would wake up, I would write the notes down, and then I would play it on the piano or on my recorder. Ley lines have a sound and a harmony. And there are certain places that have this beautiful layered cadence of sound. And I've always loved that there are certain things that taste like sound hears like. There are things that smell like things, taste like. I have a little bit of a synesthesia overlay going on here, but sound and music and harmony, there are practitioners that understand that electrical vibration is a thing. When I look at blueprints, I see vibrational frequency, and each person has their own sound, and it's very difficult to explain that harmonic cadence is always beautiful. even if there are life themes that I don't want to be around, they're very negative, or they're, a persecutor life theme is not going to be comfortable for me to be around somebody that has a persecutor life theme. But their sound is not bad. Their life theme is horrible, maybe, like the things that they've done, the things that have happened to create what their blueprint shows. I can tell when things sound wrong. I don't always know why things sound wrong. I may not know, what's coming in somebody's blueprint, or choices that they've made, or I might not know that somebody poured a gallon of oil in the grass and that's why that area feels wrong. But there's a discordance to that. There's a story to that, even if I don't know what that story is. I am not somebody who professes to know the songs of the earth like they talk about here. I don't know what I don't know anything about the First Peoples of Australia. I don't know anything about that, but I do know that I've lived a life where I am very conscientiously aware of the vibrations of things, and I can follow the threads of those vibrations for a little while, but they are all part of Mother Earth. Think of our central nervous system on our body. And if you think of your central nervous system and those points along the way that a Chinese acupuncturist can tap into those meridian lines and do deep healing, right? Well, Mother Earth has those lines too. She has the lines that connect all across her globe, and we live on top, and we dig in and we disturb those nervous system lines, and we hurt her. And yet she forgives us again and again and again, and continues to take care of us. And so I think it's really important that we as a people stop and think about what we are doing and why we are doing it, and is it really necessary? You know what? I really don't want to give up flushing toilets, and I really don't want to give up some of the modern amenities that we have. But there may be a time in my life where I have to give up some things, because the some things that I'm giving up, those sacrifices, are going to help Mother Earth. Hopefully it's not flushing toilets, because I really like good sanitary environments to live in. I really do. And I'm sure you do too. But there may come a time when sacrifice in the way we live our lives might be necessary to continue living here. But we also have to continue to grow. And we have to look at what that looks like as a society, as a people, as a species. Because Mother Earth can't last forever at the way that we are consuming and disrupting those lines of energy and her song, because we are disrupting her song. And it would be very much like somebody going in and digging out the entire nerve line in your arm and then expecting you to be able to type at 60 words a minute and wondering why it doesn't work right. The analogy is there. Anyway, those are the deep topics I think of sometimes. But the other side of daily devotional is sitting and listening to the song. The birds have been really loud this morning. Astra has been going from one window to the other as I've been downstairs. And she sees the bird right here by the step, and then she runs over to the other window when he goes around the building, and then he'll be there'll be a different bird, or maybe the same bird on the wooden fence out this window, and then he'll move and she'll run back over to this window. She's so delightful to watch. Today is a really busy day. I've got errands to run. And then I've got all sorts of stuff to do. So I will keep in touch, and we will be back here tomorrow with Daily Devotional. And I wish you a blessed day. I'm going to finish drinking my tea. I need about another full cup before I can contemplate getting moving. And I'm still yawning, so I'm not quite awake. I'll have a beautiful morning, my lovely peeps. And I'll see you tomorrow in prayer. Blessed be.